Hello guys and welcome back. I'm back with another game with another trio. And in this match, my jungler was lagging to the point where he couldn't even play the game. And to add to that, my mage never even visited my lane once. In the whole 18 minutes and 11 seconds of the game, she never once ganked my lane. The only time I saw her was when I either rotated to her lane or when there were team fights out of my lane. But the good side is Angela was sentient enough to start ulting me when late game arrived. A reminder when you go against a chip. Always pay attention to the map at the very start of the game. Because even if I was in my shop, I noticed he teleported to his portal near our blue buff. He also reveals himself in a bit.
Win with teamwork.
And as per standard operating procedures, guard your lane. A lot of Gin players like to poke with their skill 1, and I usually just use my minions as a shield to not get poked. I also don't really engage before level 2 since she relies on her basic attack for her sustain and damage. And having my skill 2 reduces that by a significant margin as compared to not having skill 2 unlocked. I also like to hit the crab for energy and reset it rather than just risking it to be stolen. Gin's skill 2 is really good at allowing her to steal the crab, and I don't want her to reach level 4 faster. I mistimed my skill 2 here, but since it also hit her, she didn't deal enough damage to secure the crab. I can push the turret for gold since no one is fast enough to rotate and stop me. Chip is teleporting to my lane and he's not level 4 yet, so he isn't much of a threat. That said, he is giving info to his team about me and I don't like that. I thought I'd have enough damage to at least finish Chip off here, but his team came and bailed him out. Look at the level difference between my jungler and the enemy's bruh. Freya's almost level 6 while Julian isn't even level 4 yet. Everyone TP'd via Chip's ult and are all at bot, so it's a good time to push mid. At this stage in the game, I should just focus on farming first rather than joining team fights. The enemies are already fed, and I don't want myself to die and lose out on farm. Gin and Juxin are at mid, and even if Gin comes to def, she's too low to deal with me. I'll regen an HP bar and wait for an opening first before I use the portal. I saw Moskov low and delaying his farm is more important since he'll be a bigger problem than Freya. I got what I wanted. Chip TP'd at bot, so I presume the Juxin and Freya are also near there. I have no HP bars left to use the portal and do something, so it's best if I just push. All enemies are bots, so it's safe to cut the lane after taking crab. IDK what Angela is thinking by ulting me, but there's no use going in here. I'm hesitant since I still haven't seen Freya. I've no more HP bars again, so I can't do much, so I just go back to lane since Gun died. I see Chip low here, so I go back since top is frozen, and thought I could get rid of their setter. They've all scattered again, so there's no use staying here at mid. Thought there'd be a team fight soon, but they just killed Turtle, so it means they're on the opposite side of the map. Chip just TP'd on my lane too, so I can flank if he tries to use his ult on my teammates at mid. 3 of them are seen on the map and Chip didn't come up from the crab's path, so I cut the lane. Yes, Chip can ult me, but his team is already fighting my team and are busy. The enemies are coming from mid, so I'll take a path that won't allow them to catch up to me. I completely forgot that enemies can use the portal to go back from where they came from, bruh. Huge mistake on my end. But at least I got Moskov to use his flicker as a consolation prize. Gin is way out of position and their mid is far, so it's unlikely that anyone is close to Gin. I noticed that wherever the mid is, that's usually where Chip is as well, and vice versa. I presume they're in a party since they coordinate quite well. My team was able to win that team fight without me, because the enemy's turret dove too much. Not saying that they're skilled or anything, but it is 13-26 right now. And my mid still hasn't bought Glowing Wand to counter Freya. Underperforming and not listening is a combo that makes one deserve to stay in low mythic. Anyway, only Juxin and Guin are alive right now, so I can easily push this turret. The outer mid turret is the most important turret in the whole match duration to have besides the base. It gives a lot of leeway to rotate from each lane, and it's why it's so important to take it down fast. At this point, Julian is just a bait to be used to lure in their damage dealers and squishies. He couldn't provide an opening, so I leave to not get clowned on by Chip. There's no use trying to fight for the Lord either, since they have Retra and we don't. Not to mention that we're also severely underfarmed. And since no one has come to clear mid yet, I presume it's safe and I take Litho for map vision. Chip and Muskov are also far away, so I clear mid to delay the mid minions to give us a chance to death. Could have killed Freya if I was able to get another ult on her, but I got hit by Gin's skill too. Is this what my jungler has been doing the entire match? Fortunately for me, my MM can dish out a lot of damage now, especially when they all group up. Look at Chip taunting lol, you'll regret that. Can't really chase anymore since I don't have extra HP bars or my ult. 4 of them are dead and we know where the last is, so it's safe to push the side lanes. Chip's almost back and it's important to take note where he TPs once he respawns, so look at the map. Better to recall than to get Avengers ulted. I'm surprised Chip didn't ult me here, so it must mean he doesn't have it or doesn't want to ult me. My team is far, so engaging Chip here is a death wish.
This will only arouse my fury.
Just waiting patiently until someone overextends. Honestly, good bait by Vexana. If I were Gin here though, I would just leave and go to the Lord. Just a tip, when ambushing, wait for them to come to you and make sure you use your skill 1 first. This allows you to maximize your damage and use ult once both enhanced attacks are done to finish the job. Lord is up, and I want to get my ult first before joining, so I recall to do the reset ult trick. To no one's surprise, the mid and jungler just throw away our man advantage in a split second. I have to recall here because defending Lord takes priority over killing this Freya. And without me, there'd be no frontliner for my MM. It is not the time to be cocky Moskov. Since I got Moskov low, he probably has to kill the red buff to regen. That allows my MM to clear and defend safer. I see Juxin low, so I try to ult her, but it accidentally goes to Chip instead. Juxin is too far away now, so I adjust and go for Moskov instead since he's a greater threat. Chip hit me with his ult though and my died, but I still have an HP bar to lose and reset my ult. Angela ulted me, which allowed me to stay alive after killing Moskov. I can regen my HP bars back if I can get away from Chip and Gin, so I go down. Freya has no ult anymore and Chip won't be able to help, so it's effectively a 1.5v2. I wouldn't mind dying now since Gin has to use her ult to kill me. And it leaves Gin with nothing to kill Vexana since I know Juxin had to recall since she was low earlier. I'm about to respawn soon and all my teammates need to do is stall until that time. That does not exude confidence. Thankfully, I arrived just in time to defend and destroy Moskov and Juxin. The game doesn't end until the base cracks. Only 2 of them are here, but Gin is about to be back, so I have to destroy the portal first. Poor Chip, he was abandoned by Freya to die. Killing Freya here was huge because it allows us to kill the Lord. Gin just used her full combo, which is why I tried to chase, but then Moskov had ult. Angela's ult and healing was clutch here. And now all we have to do is wait and take the Lord. Ulting Juxin wasn't really necessary, but it is what it is. Thought I could leave the Lord to my teammates, but Gin had other plans. Freya isn't here yet, so it's good to kill Chip now. This leaves Freya at a 1v5. Chip is teleporting to top lane, so I know he won't be near Gin. Gin has to go first since her skill 2 is the one that reduces my DPS the most. I'm not scared to chase since Angela is with me. This stun is annoying, but I still have another HP bar to purify it. And I can still fight here since both my energy bars are full. And even if Angela wasn't with me, Freya can't win against a late-game Masha. That and Chip still isn't going back to base to help with defending. If Chip recalled sooner, he could have positioned better, but since he's late, I can just turret lock and end. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.